Good morning, good morning, good morning, all. Good morning, all. Let's see here. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing well. Happy Friday. Let me make sure all my stuff worked the way it was supposed to work. Let me check all the places. And then we're gonna get this party started. We're doing a little bit something different. Let me just make sure I am up and going the way I need to be. Make sure I don't have any issues. Let's see. All right. Oh, that's not the right account. Not that one. Hmm. Oh, yep, I got the right one. All right, I should be getting a little bit of feedback then. Good morning, Shamar. All right. No walking today. We're doing something a little different. At the start and end, and I did this last year. At the start and end of each year, I kind of start experimenting. I think last year, Miss Linda, I went from 5 days a week to 3. Right, that was a big change. So I am in a constant mode of thinking, how can I keep it fresh for you guys? How can I keep it popping? So that you're still getting what you need to get. Now, question for you, Miss Linda. When I went live, did you get a notification? Shamar, did you get a notification that I was live? Because I'm using Restream to go live, and I don't know if the people get a notification. It's okay if they don't. Um, but I need to kind of do some digging to figure out how to make this work. So I'm gonna be, I'm always in the business of constantly trying to change it up. You saw the school post, okay? Yeah, I think that there is, yeah, I'm gonna do one more thing. I don't know if it works or not, but I'm gonna give it a try. How y'all doing? Come on in. It's Friday. It's been a great week, and I'm so glad that each and every one of you is here. Okay, so Miss Linda, you did see a notification a few minutes ago. Okay. All right. I'll have to roll with it. Yes, I'm changing it up today. I'm gonna get my walk-in later today, but I thought I would use this time to go and experiment with Canva's new tool. They had a wonderful keynote yesterday. And so I was like, you know what? Let me just let me just, do the same experimentation that I would normally do, like on my own, right here with you. All right. Um, Instead of me doing it separate. How y'all doing? Come on in the room. Did anybody see yesterday's live? So let's start there. Did anybody see yesterday's live? And then I'm going to get into some of the things I did. Yesterday, and we're going to tinker around. So Shamar, do you know how to use Affinity? Okay, got it, Miss Linda. So you got it. You saw Canva live, but you didn't see my live. Okay, cool. You didn't get a notification on my live. You just saw that I was live in the school. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know how to use Affinity either, but I think I'm going to learn. Everybody seems super excited about it. So I think I'm going to put it in my wheelhouse. For my school community, I'm going to be looking for a resident Affinity teacher. So those of you who are knowledgeable on Affinity and would be open to coming in for some paid teaching opportunities, holler at your girl, because I'll probably, I'm not gonna, I've had to like come to the realization that I cannot do all the things. And so since I can't do all the things, I need to bring in some experts. Yeah, Adrian is a long-time user of Affinity. Sherilyn, long-time user. And so I'm sure he's going to be doing some classes and some demos. I would imagine. I don't know if he will, but I would imagine. All right. So yesterday we had the Canva keynote. In the chat, feel free to drop in any questions that you have. If there are things you want me to try out, things you want me to do, let me know and I will do the things. Like I said, this is a Canva takeover kind of Friday. In the midst of that, I also want you to celebrate your win. So make sure in the chat you tell me, what did you do to break through your fear this week? I want to know about did you get started on Black Friday? Because that's something else we talked about this week. Like, let your girl know. I want to know what you're doing. I want to celebrate with you. And we're gonna do some experimentation and dive into Canva. All right, so this is the Canva platform if you're brand new to it. But before I do that, I want to talk to you a little bit about what I did to prepare. Hey, Mama, I'm live. Mama, I'm live. I'll call you when I get done. All right, so I actually want to show you let's start here, okay? So I just got through teaching a class on Canva AI, and I decided that because of the updates that were made to Canva, Canva's Code for Me feature, that I would make a new Canva app. So this whole thing, so everything, this black bar up here, the image that's here, all of this, my countdown timer, and then my daily tip. Now this is in my community to paid creative. If you're not in the paid creator, you need to get in there. Right now it's free. It's not going to stay free, but right now it's free to join. So if you're not in my community, I definitely recommend that you join the paid creative. Right now they actually have this countdown clock. It gives them a tip every day. Y'all, these tips, they're based on my live Wednesday call. Okay, so Wednesday I went live and I talked about Black Friday, what to do, things to consider, and then I went and made an app based on that live call. Okay, and so the way this app works is, well, a couple things. Let me refresh it so y'all can see. Okay, so the first thing that should happen, and I built this app to operate in this way. So the first thing that should happen is that when the person clicks on the link or goes to this page, there's a sign up page. This is happening right here in the Canva app. I love it. I'm like, oh. All right. And then let me X out of that. They can fill it out. They cannot fill it out. Doesn't matter to me. If they want to fill it out later, they can fill this out. And then below, every day, I'm giving a tip. They click on the tip. And these tips only release once a day at 2 a.m. That way, my community doesn't get overwhelmed with tons of tips. Okay, so it's a very simple, functional app. But y'all, I am in love. Okay, I'm in love. I'm going to show you why. Let's go back and let's look at the. Now, don't judge me too harshly. Don't judge me too harshly. Hold on one second, because my mom is calling me. Hold on one. All right. So don't judge me too harshly, because I have a lot of revisions and it's my fault. I missed a very small thing when I used this app to make my to make this. So it took a long time for me to realize, girl, it was the tiniest thing and it was causing me a ton of problems because I wasn't paying attention. All right, so I'm gonna go to Canva AI, and then I'm gonna go to the option that says code, and then I'll show you what the inside of this looks like. I'm gonna hit see all, and I think this was, yeah, this is the version. Okay, so I had a lot of revisions because I had some things I had to figure out. But when I click on 40, it's and you I have this option that says data. And essentially what that does is it allows me to connect back to the data. And I'm not gonna press on it because I do have live real data in there, but I am gonna show you what it looks like. So just give me a second and I will show you what it looks like. But I don't want to press on that and expose that data. Those of you who went yesterday, what did you think about the keynote? What are you most excited about? And is there anything you want me to dig into today? Is there anything that you want me to dig into today? All right. And then, yeah, me too. We're going to make some apps while we're on here live today. Okay. So, let's do it like this. Oh, you only saw a small portion? That's okay. Okay, so when I click this, it actually opens up into a file that looks like this, right? And I just have, my mind is just spinning with all of the different ways that you can track information about the people that are using your apps. You can learn like what their interests are, how well they perform. Like you could literally make your own interactive form as an app. Good morning, DJ Tay. There's just a lot of information that you could collect and learn just by adding that data piece. So I'm super excited about that. Okay. The big thing they said, Miss Linda, because I know you only saw a portion of it, essentially is that Canva's trying to become its own operating system. So like the same way that Apple is its own universe, Microsoft Word is its own operating system, its own universe, Canva is doing the same thing, but for their products. So with that being said, let's make a Canva app. live this morning. Just make one live. And then I'm going to go look at some other tools that I've been wanting to test out, and we can look at that together. I actually have a GPT that helps me build apps. What y'all want to make this morning? Let me know. Y'all want to make something? Let's see. Cheryl said, so with an app, say you're making a daily to-do list and you could keep it afterwards in a sheet. Yes, you could keep it in a sheet. You should be able to ask ChatGPT to like hold it for you. You should be able to ask ChatGPT to hold it for you. But you'd have to test it out. But we'll do it together now. We'll do it together right now. We'll do it live together, and let's see what we can make happen in this time that we have together. Let's see. Shaymar, you want to know more about the GPT? Do y'all want me to put the GPT on the screen too, so y'all can see how the GPT works? Let me know, Shaymar, and I'll put it on the screen for you. Because I do have a GPT. Hard to make your points with limited words. Tell me what you mean by that, Sherilyn. Okay. So this is my GPT. It's called the Code Muse. It does require a password to get access to it. So I'm gonna go put my password in, and then I'll come back. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you the GPT if y'all want to see it. Let's see. Okay, all right. You'll message me later. Okay, cool. Let me go find the password for that one. I took a class with Adrian about password protecting your GPT, so I've been trying to be more cognizant. Good morning, Kisma. We making Canva apps this morning. I'm doing something a little different. I thought you guys would appreciate some in-house demos of some of the changes. All right. So this is my GPT, and it's called the Code Muse. And essentially, I'm an instructional designer by day, so I help create e-learning courses. Like, that's what I do. I write courses. I have to be very aware of, like, not just can I make something, but how is the person that's supposed to experience it, like how, or how am I going to make sure that they have the best experience possible? So I put that knowledge inside of this GPT so that when people create apps with my GPT, it's kind of already built in that the end user should have a good quality experience, basically. Yeah, the email and the ad creation pieces, both of those, I agree with you. Both of those were really, really, really good. Hold on, y'all. I got one more thing I want to do. They were really good. And here's what I'll say. Here's what I learned about the email part and the ad creation, Sherilyn, is that you actually have to upgrade to a higher tier. I I can't remember what tier it was, but we're not on the tier that we could do the ad creation. Not at all. We got to move up to business, I believe, which I think business is going to be too rich for my blood at this point in the journey of my business. And I'm just going to have to accept that to be the case. Let me get some little bit of music going here. It's a little too quiet. I have to take my headphones off. All right. So, what would y'all want to build an app on? Let me know. What would y'all want to build an app on? What kind of app? Let's see. Sherilyn says something about making a to-do list. So I'm going to choose help me build a prompt. Thank you, Sherilyn. She said Sherilyn said your method of teaching is bomb. So if this GPT is anything like that, I can't wait to see it. Thank you. I appreciate you, Sherilyn. I appreciate that a lot. All right. So I'm going to choose the option help me build a prompt. And do y'all have something y'all want me to build a prompt on? And it's going through like how it's going to structure it. It says, do you want a gratitude journal, a fitness tracker, a countdown, a product launch, a quiz game? What y'all want to do? Y'all let me know in the chat. Okay, so let's see. A to-do list that gives just 3 top things. I want an app that helps me brain dump my ideas and then prioritize the top 3 items for the day. I want the data for each day to I want the data to be sent to a Canva sheet. I want the data to be the Canva sheet. What else do I want? I want the data to be sent to a Canva sheet. I want to check off each item as done. And I want to keep things archived. I see where you put that there. I also want to download a PDF of the daily list so I can print or keep handy. And I want this saved to the local device of the user so I can use it again later. All right, so I want an app. Good morning, everyone. That helps me brain dump my ideas, then prioritize the top items. She said the top 3. I want the data for each day sent to a Canva sheet, and I want to check off items as done, and I want to keep things archived. I'm going to put the done items. I also want to download a PDF of the daily list so I can print it or keep it handy. And I want to save to the local device of the user so I can use it again. Yes, Candace, I'm recording it. It'll be on my YouTube. It's a live recording, so as soon as I get off this call, it'll still be here. Candace, what we're doing right now is we are using my app, the Code Muse, to create a Canva app and just checking out all of its new features. Make it a question later. Good morning. Erica, good morning. We creating Canva apps this morning and checking out all of the new features over in Canva. Good morning, Vivi. Good morning, Whitney. It's a change up kind of Friday. What colors y'all want this GPT? Candace, I do have this GPT in a class. It's also going to be included in my school community under tier 2. Good morning, Be the Visionary. Good morning. So if you want this GP, I recommend it. The cheaper route would be to go to join tier 2 of my school community. That's the cheaper route. You'll be seeing this GPT in that in there. And then tier 3, you'll get the class and the GPT. What colors do y'all want? Do y'all want any specific colors? I forgot I didn't ask that. All right, so look, it's captured everything we wanted. So freeform brain dump. Choose to lock the top 3 for the day. Daily data to Canva sheets. Check off is done. Auto archive completed items. Download PDF. Local device save. Persist data for later use. Okay. All right, and then what kind of style do we want? Do we want minimal and clean, bold, bright contrast, notebook, notion like, playful productivity? Which one we want? Y'all let me know. Let's go. I'll take all of it. Blue and go with pieces of green. And we'll do a notebook notion style. Got y'all. I got y'all covered. All right. So let's put that in. Welcome in. We're doing something a little different today. I'm going to use my Canva, my GPT to create a Canva app. And we'll look at some of the new features. All right, one of the things that's unique about this GPT is for my day job, I always consider accessibility. So can everybody, no matter what their background, access and use my app? So in this GPT, it builds that in for you. All right, do we want to include date-based journaling? Do y'all want date-based? Sorry, V. It's okay. Do y'all want do y'all want this kind of dated like a journal? Let's say yes. Yeah, I like the way y'all thinking. All right, so essentially this GPT is gonna build off of your answers before it builds the prompt. It's built in, it's like structured that way. All right, so I'm gonna take this prompt. Let me put my website in. I'm not reading out this prompt. We're just gonna copy and paste it. But I do need to put in my website. Put my website in the contact for help. And those of you who have school communities, you need to do this as well. Do this regularly. You also need to include join my community. All right. So those of you who own schools, Sherilyn, when you're making Canva apps, you need to do one that says join my Patreon. All right. You always should be leading people back to your communities, your Patreons, your products and services. Because if they like one thing, more often they're going to like something else. And you need to make it easy for them to get there. Oh, no. I want to say put in my email. Put my website at the top. In the contact help section, put my email address. And then I'm going to also say put my school community link to at the top. Join my free community. Guys, my community is free right now. It will not stay that way. It's not going to stay free. So make sure you get in. Yeah, V, I'm excited about I'm super excited about having the tiers. I've already put my tiers in place. I'm gonna spend most of this weekend putting the products in. So my you can join now, guys. Feel free to join tier 2 or 3. And then you're gonna start seeing products in there over the course of the weekend. Let me go pull my school community link. All right, Canva app creators, please make sure you're including a link to your communities, your websites, all of that right inside of your. Hey, Charlene, good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Okay, so it's giving me it re-updated my prompt. All right. And then this is a tip I actually learned from. This is a tip I learned from William from Sundays with TRM. So I'm going to say, review this prompt and make the prompt 1,000 times better. And then we'll put in both. We're going to put in both prompts and we'll compare. Review this prompt, make it 10 times better, especially focus on the micro interactions. Micro interactions are all the little bitty ways one engages with the content. Tell us about it. What was your win this week? If you had an exciting morning or afternoon, your time. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna put in the original prompt that it made. So this is the original prompt, and then remember, I learned this from Adrian. So if you want to get ChatGPT to perform better, then ask it to do the thing 1,000 times better. All right, so this is my original prompt, and then I'm gonna give you the prompt that ChatGPT supposedly souped up. Supposedly souped up. So now that I have a prompt, I'm gonna go to Canva AI, and I'm gonna go to code, and I'm gonna paste that code in. Ooh, let me look over here. I went to let's see, and seen my name and classes advertised. Yes, that is exciting. Okay, so Charlene went over to the digital center where she's located, and she saw her name and classes. Yes. Oh my God, that is so exciting. And then she learned how to make worlds for her virtual reality headsets. That's beautiful. I love how in-person is becoming how we re-engage. For the last couple of years, we've been doing so much virtually. But man, if you know what you're doing, child, please. You know what you're doing with this AI and the technology, you can really grow in person. Oh man, I know I'd be in your classes too, and that's on facts. So it does, if you're new to Canva AI apps, it does take a few minutes to load. It does. It takes a few minutes to load. So just, you have to be patient. Let me go over here and just double check. I see you guys both on YouTube and on, let's go over here. I see you guys watching. I forgot I had it on over there though. Good morning. Good morning. Let me go check on Facebook while this loads. Y'all let me know while we're watching this run. What other wins can we celebrate? Let me go look and see what Facebook looking like. Okay, so we put in our prompt here. Okay. Couple things I want you to notice that's new. Those of you who've been building apps, there's some new things I want you to notice. The first thing is down here. Anytime it connects to a data sheet, you're going to get a notice that says anyone you share this with can access the data in the connected sheet, even if it's not shown on the screen. While collecting personal data, remember to follow any laws or guidelines. Okay, so just make sure you keep these two things in mind. All right. Come on, Kisma! I love that. So Kisma has 4 members in her school community, and we will accept every single baby step. That's wonderful. Congratulations to you. All right, so here's our brain dump and priority tracker. It's dated. It connects back to the data sheet. So when I click on this data sheet, it gives me the date, the idea, the category, the priority level, the status, when it was created, and when it was completed. All right. And that's data that you can see. That's your data. Good morning, Crystal. We're doing a Canva takeover this morning. Come on, V. V's win is that her school is almost ready to launch. Charlene, I was going to say the same thing. Kisma, you've been over there building a secret community, girl. I was going to say the same thing. I was going to let her be great. So Sherilyn, we're going to have to test it out. My understanding is that it's for each individual user. Okay. So what we can do is once I publish this, I'm going to send you the link. I want you to test it out, and let's find out if the data, if you can see the data and if I can see the data. Because my understanding is once I publish this is public facing. Okay. So that's such a good question. If I was doing this, I would remove the data. If I was doing this for my customers, I'd remove the data because I don't want the data. But I want to show you how it works here live. If I was doing this and I'm the only person that's going to use it, I'm not going to share it with anyone, then I would keep the data for myself. But if I was sharing it as a product, I would remove the data. I would disconnect it. All right. Great question, though. Right. If we can see each other's data, it's a that's a no. And that's what it says right here. Anyone you share this with can access data in the connected sheet, even if it's not shown on the screen. So if you, when collecting personal data, remember to follow any laws or regulations. So make sure you keep that in mind. Charlene, is it because they can go into the HTML and pull data? That's what I'm thinking. That they can pull the HTML. They're essentially saying it's hackable. I think that's what they're saying. They're saying it without saying it. So just keep that in mind. Now, we're doing this for fun. I'm not putting any personal information in here. And if I was doing this for myself, then I would keep the data. But if I was doing it for the customer, I would remove this data piece. That's how I would handle it. Yeah, Charlene, think on it and give us some guidance on, once you get in there, I know you've been busy. Give us some guidance on whether or not to keep or on whether, like, if you could give us some guidance on what to do about this data piece once you dug in. Charlene, and I'm leaning to Charlene because she's a software developer by nature, so she's going to be way more qualified to speak to that. But in this moment right now, the way I would handle it is, if I was making this app to sell it, then I would say remove the data piece, right? And then I would just ask Canva AI's app to save it to their individual, to their local storage. Got it. Cool. Yep. Charlene's going to give us a little update to kind of guide us there. That's why, you've got to have smart people in the room. All right. So what's on my mind? I got boring videos to watch for work. Boring videos to watch for work. They are due. One of those due Monday. I also have to cook dinner and work on my school community. It gave me an idea to add tags. Side note, Sherilyn, I think this answers your question from earlier. There's this button where I can make this come in and out. All right. This is an accessibility thing. This is an interactivity piece. I doubt this would have been present if you would have done it on your own. Let's just do, I'm going to do a tag that says weekly. All right. And then, oh, okay. Got it. So I need to add one idea at a time. I need to just do one on, it's going to do a list. All right. So let's take some of these out. So let me put them in there one by one. Add idea. Add idea. All right. Then I can drag. I probably do need to work on my boring videos that are due. Here we go. I do have to cook dinner, and I do have to work on my school community. All right. And so the way this should work is, as you get these things done for the day, you should be able to click on them, and then it archives. Ooh, that's a nice little, so this is what we talk about when we say, when we say micro interactivities. Like, I didn't ask for it to create this pie chart, but it did it for me. Okay. And then let's see if my export to the PDF worked. It works in theory here, but I don't think it worked in real life because I don't see a download. I've got my how to use this app, need help. Oh, that looks good. Contact for help. That looks good. Let's see. All right. For the most part, it works. Xing out the data. I did not see your note about Xing out the data, so you're going to have to let me know. Okay. I would, full disclosure, and let me be very clear. This prompt is a base. I have yet to create a prompt and not have to make changes. So this gives me a good starting point. And then I literally go right here and directly ask for updates. All right. So, and there are already some things I would update here. I'm going to hit publish though, because I'm just curious. I just want to see what it looks like on a website. I want to see how it performs on a website. Yep, see, it kept some of the things. It kept everything I put in there. So this needs more work. They're going to always need more work. But it did persist. It did keep the things. Yeah, it's not doing it. I'd have to work on this some more. Let's see if it actually synced out on the Canva sheets. I'm going to go back. Let me go to the Canva sheet. It said it synced. Let's test that out. Oh, yes, V. I did see that. I did see it. And I wanted it that way. Yes. Because I didn't want people to feel like they had to, because I'm testing it out. Yes. Yeah, I put it out a couple of places, so I wanted people to have the option. But you can still use the tip app. I think you can also put in a fake email. Yeah. All right. So we know that we inputted some data, but we don't see it on here. So let me show you how you do this. I'm gonna go to click on this data button, and I'm gonna click on refresh data, and then look at there. Whoop whoop! All my data is right there. And remember, guys, we started with a prompt. I used my code muse, and what I have found with my GPT, I just spend less time iterating in Canva, like all that back and forth. All right, now that was the basic prompt. Let me go to, I said, this is a tip from me. Review this prompt, make it 1,000 times better, especially focus on the micro interactions. So I'm going to go and do this one. And let's just see if my souped up by adding that, what this one will do. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go back. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to make another one. And I'm going to put that one in. Good morning, man. We've got a big crowd today. Thank y'all for coming in. I'm gonna be getting some feedback from y'all if y'all want more of these like mini teach sessions where you learn some new things. I'm gonna be asking y'all, do y'all want more of this kind of stuff? Do I need to switch to 1 week, 1 day of mindset, 2 days of teaching and demo? Y'all let me know. Yeah, V, you said yes. That's awesome. Yes. Okay. I see the feedback coming in. Okay, we could definitely change it up. I'm all about updating to fit my audience's needs. All right, so while we wait on that, and I'm waiting on that on purpose, y'all let me know any other wins in the chat. Are there any other wins in the chat? Let me know. I want to hear about them. I want you to tell me about them. And I will say this, what I normally do, because I don't want you to think I do this all the time, but what I normally do is I'll actually open this and just leave it to the side, and then I will move on to work on something else. While we do that, let me talk a little bit about the other things that my GPT does while we wait. I had a few people who were interested in the GPT, so I'm going to show you some other things that the GPT does. It just makes your building of it makes building a Canva app super simple, and it's the prompt quality, being able to write good quality prompts. That's what it does. So let's go up here and look. Okay, so we used the help me build a prompt. Let's look at playing with a calendar. Okay, because you should be building, especially if you're someone that's going to sell Canva apps, you should be, whether it's art related, whatever you're going to be doing, it should be something that you're doing all the year long, right? So it should act as a lead magnet. So you probably should give a few away for free, and then you should have some paid options. And so what I did is, in this GPT, I included a calendar. It has well over 500 major and minor holidays that you could use to help you kind of plan out and brainstorm on the kind of apps that you can build. All right. Everything is thinking this morning. Everything is thinking. All right. So let's take a look at the souped up version. This is supposed to be the one that's better. And then I'll come back because it's thinking. Okay. So just looking at it, I'm already a little bit more happier with the look. I'm much happier with the look. I'm going to go ahead and just take this straight to publish. And then I'm going to go view website. And then it looks like, so yep, it looks like there's some things I would have to fix. There's some things that are missing. But let me just say cook dinner. I may have liked the second one better, the first one better. Every time I hit enter, it puts in a new thing. Watch videos. Oh, this one performs a lot. It's a slicker performance. Cook dinner, watch videos. Cook dinner, watch videos. What else did I say? Let me do some laundry. All right, so then I should be able to drag over what I want. Do you see all those interactions? How when I drag it over, it does a little pretty thing. This one's just it functions a little bit better. Let's see if my PDF button works. Let me check my downloads. I don't think it's in my downloads, but I will go check. Nope, it's not in my downloads. So I would go back and say, this is another tip, think like a software developer. Let me think like a software developer. What update the code so that the PDF is functional. Oh, I'm great. You're loving this, Candace. Y'all put a 1 in the chat. Y'all let me know. Do y'all like this? Let me know if this is something y'all want more of from me. I can definitely do these demos. These kind of we watch and do together. This is kind of off the dome. I kind of woke up this morning and I was like, what can I like I just what can I do different? I need to change it up. Okay. All right, so I've given a lot of tips. Let's talk about the tips that I've given this morning. If you're going to make Canva apps and you're selling Canva apps, then you 100% need to include a link back to your business page, your socials, and a link back to your school communities. Okay. If you decide to get the GPT, some of you already have the GPT because you took my class. Just keep in mind that with the GPT, it's meant to give you a solid foundation. Oh, I love that, kids, but okay. I like that. Let's look at version 2. I don't know if this is actually going to work or not. But we can see. I'll probably have to speak to the professionals. Once you have a good solid prompt, because prompting is key. If you want to reduce the amount of changes you need to make, prompting is going to be key. Y'all, I'm just testing to see if I'm able to get my PDF to download. I don't think it'll work, but we'll see. When I hit the enter button, that's how the second prompt was so much better, y'all. By just asking it to make it 1,000 times better, the second prompt made the functionality and flow. Woo, 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 it's singing. But let me see if I can get this PDF thing to work. I may not. I probably can. I probably need to ask a different way. But we'll see. No, it's just showing the interaction. I know it's not actually downloading. So I would definitely have to do some more work. But yeah, it worked. And we got that done. We got not one, but 2 apps done in less than 30, 40 minutes. What do y'all think about that? What y'all think? Y'all like it? I am loving this data feature. Let's go look at this data. Since there's no personal data here, I can. Oh yeah. So I still would have to make some tweaks. I would definitely have to make some tweaks. It put the text here, but it didn't put the text on these others. So I'd have to continue to tweak it, right? We all gonna have to do that. Let's refresh. Yeah, I would have to do some tweaking so that the data comes here a little bit better, but I like it. That was my favorite. I'll probably come back and give y'all a few more of favorites of mine. But this being able to collect data, I think is going to be really, really impactful. It's Learn with Martine. It's if you go to my profile and go to my landing page, it's right there. Oh, great question. So it depends. Crystal asked, what kind of data am I putting in there? It depends on what it is you're trying to collect. If I'm being honest, it depends on what kind of data you're collecting. So like, that's a good question. Let me show you my example here. Let me go find it. What? Oh, okay. Let me give you my YouTube. I'll give it to you because it's search Learn with Martine. Search Learn with Martine. Who is that? Candace, are you in my community, the paid creative? Oh, I'm on TikTok. I forgot. I'm on TikTok. I wonder what gave you a 404 error. Let's see. That means I need to fix that. It sure did. Hold on. Let me fix it real quick. I shall fix it. And then let's go. Give me one moment and I will fix it. I'm glad that happened that way. I had no idea that that wasn't working. Yep, sure isn't. Let's go to edit. Oh, yeah, it's my old one. Yeah, let's get that out of there. All right, now it should work. Good morning, Infinite Rocket Power. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. We are building Canva apps this morning. I'm about to wrap this call because I got to go to work. But I will start thinking through other things that I can come on and kind of talk and connect with everybody live. Couple things I want to show you and I want to talk to you about. Let me go pull this. Before we call it. So what does this make y'all think? What are y'all gonna do with the Canva app? Does anybody have any ideas around using data in this way? What ideas did it unlock for you? Look at me using them AI words. Did it give you any fresh ideas that maybe you hadn't considered before? Are you cautious? I'm gonna be a bit cautious here. I'm gonna be a little cautious with the data piece. I think until I hear back from Charlene, kind of get her software development mind around it and what that could potentially mean, I'm gonna be a little more cautious about what data I request. All right, just to give you guys a sneak peek of things to come. If you like today's GPT, I had a few people who told me you were interested in GPTs. I am going to be including that GPT as part of my subscription service. Okay. It's going to be in the premium and VIP. I'm going to have quite a few Canva apps and GPTs. You don't want to miss out on that. So keep your eye out. I don't have anything officially set up just yet, but I wanted to give you guys just a sneak peek of what's to come from me. Premium is going to be all about templates, custom GPTs, Canva apps. I'm going to be showing you more and more and more ways to leverage this technology in your business so that you can make money. Because I've been making money with these tools. I want you to make money with these tools as well. And then my VIP is actually going to include everything in premium. Plus, I'm going to be opening the door to personalized feedback. So you'll be able to submit a product, a video, your web page, your social media pages. You'll be able to submit that and get direct feedback on those items. All right. In addition, we're going to have a monthly call. It's a Q&A call. You come in with your questions, your problems, your issues, and not just me, but the whole room. We're going to help you try to get those things resolved. Okay? And then you are going to get started 7 on-demand courses, including Canva Basics, Canva Level 2, SEO, learning how to use the Edits Instagram app, the Canva apps class. What else am I putting in there? And the Opus Clips class that I'm teaching this month. So you will have access to a live class or challenge. Sometimes I'm going to go live with a class. Sometimes it's going to be a challenge. You'll get that plus my complete library of classes, plus GPTs, plus Canva apps, plus. So I'm super excited about it. Good morning, Cookies Corner IP. I'm super excited about it. So just keep your eye out for those things because I do want to give you good experiences with the products and services that I have to offer. Okay. All right. Any questions about the Canva app, Canva AI? Any questions about that? Someone asked a question. Yes, Sherilyn, the GPT is in the Canva app class, and I just think you weren't there, but you already have that class. So you just need to go dig in your stuff and get the GPT. I also sent Patreon subscribers like links, their coupon codes for the month. I sent that this week. So just check through your email. Oh, that was the question. She said, Crystal said, what data or info are you putting in? So let me show you what I did. So this is one of my front-facing apps, Candace. And so I'll show you the data that I'm collecting with this front-facing app. Okay, so Candace asked the question like, what data am I collecting? So this is a different app, right? And so with this one, I'm collecting name, email, and social media handles. Okay, that's what I'm collecting with this one. All right. Who dressing up for Halloween? What's up? Talk to me. Who's dressing up for Halloween? Kendrick Lamar walked out of my house today, and so did I had a science inventor and Kendrick Lamar. That's who left my house this morning. Kendrick Lamar and a mad scientist left my house this morning. And so I decided to be a bookworm because I'm a nerd and I'm rocking a little bit of Goosebumps today. All right, that was fun. Crystal said no, but her daughter's going to be Storm. Come on, Storm. Come on, Storm. I like it. I love it. Yeah, I'm keeping it boring. I'm just a bookworm. Oh, okay. I'll show you that. I'll show you how that works. Great question. Let me go back to my screen share. Giving y'all a little tunnel vision. So the question that Infinite Rocket Power had was like, how do you connect it? So let me show you that real quick. Good morning, Miss Pat. So Infinite Rocket Power inside of Canva's new AI, there is a data tool here. Okay, there's a data tool, and I'm not going to click on it because it does have customer data in it. But in this data tool, it actually connects back to a Google Sheet. And when I built my prompts, I use my GPT to build my prompts. So when I build my prompt, I ask it I tell it I want data, I want to collect the data and put it in a sheet. So you just got to tell it. But the baseline is, in this section, you have to tell Canva AI that that's what you want it to do. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna head on off to work. I got to get on the people jobs this morning. I am so appreciative that you guys hopped on with me. I 100% agree. We need to do more of this. So I'm going to do more of this and make sure that you continue to have good experiences. So keep a lookout. All right. Now, if you want the replay, it's on YouTube. It's going to be on YouTube as soon as this call ends. So feel free to catch up on what you missed, and start thinking about, if you're not in my community, join my community. It's free for now. It's not going to always be that way, but it is free for now. And I'm going to be offering some very specific tiers. Probably over this weekend, I'll start loading all of my stuff, and you can get access to the GPTs. You can get access to on-demand classes, and you can get access to my newest class, Monetize Your Moments with Opus Clips, where I'm going to teach you how to use Opus Clips. Okay? All right. This was great. I can't wait to come back. Last question. What do you guys think if I taught twice a week and I did morning motivations once a week? What do y'all think about that? 2 times a week, I demo or teach something or talk through something. 1 time a week, I do morning motivations. What do y'all think about that? Let me know in the chats. Okay. All right. Be on the lookout. I got to do some planning. We will be back Monday. And I will probably live in Canva for a little while we start to learn these new tools and how they work, and grow our businesses. All right. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I will see you Monday. In the meantime, well, actually, we just still have Sundays with TRM. So I'll see you on Sundays with TRM. And let's make this thing happen. Bye, everybody.